An ex-WWE star has made a shocking return on Raw and has turned heel. Raw has hosted a very rare intergender match, and multiple title matches have been announced for the first Raw of 2023. Stay tuned for the news. Now, Tom, it was very cold last week because we're in the middle of December. Now, it's been starting to get a little bit warmer. Yeah, it's been heating up.
Only slightly.
Only slightly. It was about 6 degrees.
The death trap outside has completely disappeared because of the rain. There was an icy patch outside the office where we've lost 5 editors this week.
It's been a
to
tough
that
week,
death trap.
but it's been heating up in Newcastle, and it was heating up on Monday Night Raw last night because we saw a very... I want to say shocking. It was shocking. I was surprised. I didn't expect it to come at this point. I was expecting maybe in the new year, maybe in the Royal Rumble. But what happened?
Nobody forecast for Monday night of all the weather conditions. Nobody forecast a tsunami. Bronson Reed is back. He helped The Miz win all his money back and then some in that ladder match on Raw. Just as Loomis looked like he was about to grab the bags of cash, there is Bronson Reed pulling him down. Big splash later, and he celebrates with The Miz after The Miz climbs up and gets the money. What a return! A heel turn
and
as well.
It got a decent reaction as well for considering someone who's not been on the main roster before. But I mean, he had some matches on main event prior to his release. But it's been a year and a half since we've seen him in WWE or roundabout there. So it was nice to see that the fans still remembered him, still went, oh yeah, he shouldn't have been released. He should have been on the main roster to begin with. I'm excited to see this potentially go in a new direction because I think the Dexter Loomis and Miz feud has maybe run its course now. That feels like a good end point where you can now continue it a little bit with Bronson Reed as the main sort of focus.
There's a lot of people questioning like why Bronson Reed is back in the world of Titan Towers because once he was released, he really hit the ground running. He had a win over Okada in New Japan. Not many people can say they've done that. He had a tour of duty with Impact Wrestling as well. He was in PWG's Battle of Los Angeles, and I think there were plans going forward to see another go around with Okada for New Japan. That was certainly something that Jonah had teased, and so people have been asking why he went back to WWE. Well, he likes money, as we all do. So, and also, financial shenanigans aside, he's one of those guys that is kind of classed as a Triple H favorite.
I was about to say, his entire run in NXT was very sort of like Triple H was molding him into being the next sort of like one of the next big guys. He's a big guy. He can move in the ring in ways that he shouldn't be able to move in the ring. It's quite incredible what he can do. He had that pretty decent run as North American champion for all intents and purposes. It was a good run as champ. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in that United States title picture within the next year at least, or he'll be used quite well, I think.
There's some fun to be had. They kind of give you a little hint as to the relationship with Miz and Bronson Reed on WWE.com. They do a WWE.com exclusive where you see like the Miz bigging up Bronson Reed backstage, and Bronson's like, hey, where's my money? He just reaches into the bag, pulls out some money, and leaves. Cash. So it's a relationship that's going to be built on like it's like a hired gun, like the new APA. That'd be a nice way to go.
That'd be fun, right? Him just appearing wherever he wants because he's been paid by the highest bidder.
Here's a bag of cash. Go and hurt that guy.
Have Dexter pay him next week.
Everyone's just paying him to beat people
just
up.
Come back and forth.
That'd be amazing. Do that,
well, that
please.
wasn't the only thing that returned on Raw because we saw the return of an intergender match taking place. The Street Profits beat the Judgment Day on Raw with the help of Akira Tozawa, and then post-match, Rhea Ripley sucker punched Tozawa. What a mean woman.
Hi, Rhea.
Hi,
You're not a mean woman. We love you.
Morning.
If Ross was here, he'd be saying, "Scoop slam me, mommy."
Oh, yeah. Well, Ross will be saying that upstairs, I'm sure, just thinking about it. But then she challenged Tozawa to a match there and then, and guess what happened, Tom?
Rhea Ripley flipping won.
Yeah, Rhea won.
She won. Now, there was a lot of nonsense in and around it, but we see Rhea Ripley pick up the win with the Riptide. I think if anybody was going to sort of smash that barrier, smash that glass ceiling proverbially of the intergender matches in WWE, it was going to be Rhea Ripley. Yeah. Flogging my memory is a sort of intergender stuff that WWE have done. They've been very cautious about it, to the point where even when you play the video games, if anything intergender happens, it crashes the game practically. But like we had 2 last year. It was Alexa Bliss and Reginald.
Sasha Banks and Reginald.
It was indeed.
Was the match.
Sorry, I got that. Who did I say?
Alexa Bliss.
I was getting mixed up because Alexa Bliss had an intergender match with Randy Orton last year. In 2021?
2021. It was at the Elimination Chamber, maybe.
Yeah,
There's been a few recently. And
she did that naughty pin that upset Randy's wife.
She did indeed. And then finally Becky Lynch versus James Ellsworth back in November of 2017. But yeah, the most recent one in memory is probably the Alexa Bliss Randy Orton one.
Reginald.
No, Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton.
Just checking.
He's messing with me.
Just checking.
They had that one at the start of last year when she was with Bray Wyatt, and which might happen again soon because we had a little tease of something, didn't we, Tom?
We certainly did. So Bliss and Belair have themselves a lovely sit-down interview with Byron Saxton, like fireside chat with him there, and they address the elephant in the room. They address the Uncle Howdy in the room when they talk about the relationship previously with Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss, and is there a connection there? Belair doesn't trust Bliss because of said connection. Bliss said she's had abandonment issues that she's been getting therapy over after the Bray Wyatt scenario that she went through. But she said, I'm coming through that because you and Asuka are my friends, and you're helping me get through that. And as Byron's signing off the interview, on the screen behind them, you just see the Firefly logo briefly, and Bliss just beautifully done. Bliss just changes, and as Belair stands up, she grabs a vase from a near-side table, just bashes it across the head of Bianca Belair. Done. Is this a heel turn, or is this more just like, the Wyatt part of my brain kicked in?
I think it's kind of that. I feel like it's definitely to set her up as the heel going into this match, so that you've got a bit more of a storyline than just, they're mates that want to have this match. But as you said, it was very beautifully done, very well done by Alexa Bliss, in the fact that the logo appeared, and even it was just it was side profile, and you could see her whole expression change. She was starting to behave differently, and then the big moment was she smashed the vase over her head. I'm excited to see where this goes. I think back to the start of 2021, and I wasn't a big fan of Alexa Bliss and The Fiend together. Like towards the end of it, I felt it got a little bit hokey. It was a bit too not over the top, but just wasn't what I was wanting off the partnership. Hopefully, with this new Bray Wyatt character and this new Alexa Bliss, it will blend a bit better for me. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about Alexa Bliss, maybe joining Bray Wyatt down below in the comments.
Let us know on Mastodon.
And let us know on Mastodon. Which can we promote that here?
We haven't got a Mastodon.
No, I don't think we do. It's a big news video for Raw, because we're going to chat about the first Raw of 2023 going into the new year. It's almost Christmas. It's almost New Year's Eve. I'm very excited for all the parties, and it looks like Raw's going to have a party because we've got two title matches announced for the first Raw. On the first Raw of the new year, Bianca Belair will put her Women's Championship up for grabs against Alexa Bliss. She obviously earned that match last week against Bayley, but that's not the only match. What is it, Tom?
Seth Rollins challenges Austin Theory for the United States title. Again, a match that Seth Rollins earned, beating Bobby Lashley last week. There was a bit of a war of words between Theory and Rollins, interrupted by a show-long storyline that was the Bloodline ruining Raw. And that's a big thing throughout the night. Pretty much every segment was interrupted by some combo of the Bloodline. If we were playing EWR, the Bloodline would be losing overness because you've used them too much in this show. But I thought it was fine as a whole. But that was what we led. That's what kind of the last shot we will see of those two before 2023's New Year's Raw, and it will be Theory and Rollins again. I don't see Rollins winning.
No, I don't. I don't see it. There's two ways that I can picture this going. I think either way, Rollins is losing in my mind. I think we'll have either the Bloodline interrupt to sort of cause some drama there, because I feel they'll try and position him as potentially one of the two number one contenders that could face Roman at WrestleMania, the other being Cody Rhodes. So I feel we could...
You talked about Cody yesterday.
We did talk about Cody yesterday. I have a feeling Cody might win the Rumble, but then put a shot on the line against Seth Rollins. And you'll have a nice round match, the fourth match in their series. I think maybe just before WrestleMania, and then you can clear the sort of feud up then and tidy it up. You
could really have some fun with that, and because WWE like to kind of upset the sat nav on the road to WrestleMania, because you could have Seth beat Cody for his title shot, but Cody wins it back like a week, just like 2 weeks before
Because he's got
Mania.
adrenaline in his soul and his veins, and he's America. Yeah! But that is all the news we've got for you on Video One. We will, of course, be back. I want to plug the complete history of WWE. I know I mentioned it yesterday, but
yes!
we can't stop talking about it enough. It is fantastic. Dan did incredible work. Sam did incredible work. Justin did incredible work on it. If you've not watched it, I don't know what you've been doing. What have you been doing with your time? Go and watch it right now. It's on the channel.
We're incredibly proud of it. Like Dan Heppel, one of our editors here at Cultaholic, did an incredible job putting that together. Justin Henry, who you know from the Classic Raw Review and other things, a phenomenal writer. Sam Driver, one of the best voiceovers in the business, and them and a team of other people all putting that together. It's something that we want to do more of next year. Right, that's the sort of stuff we loved making these documentaries for you this year, and this is like the big one to end the year on. We want to do more stuff like that this year, but of course, we'll only do it if you like it. We'll only do it if you love it.
Go and show it some love. Go and show it some love. Let us know in the comments what you thought of it. But in the meantime, we're off to get a coffee, and we will see you later.